I certainly do feel as if I've got unfinished business. I really enjoyed my time here last time. I felt by the end of the time we had turned things around, gone in a real positive direction with the players, and I think the players would say that as well. I think they really enjoyed the end of the time. Obviously I would like to have developed that and worked from there, but it didn't quite happen then. But overall, look, I'm smiling. It was great to come in through the doors and see the men at the doors, and then everybody come in. It made it really easy today. No, I don't, because obviously things were done correctly, in as much as that I wasn't taken on and I was told that. I was disappointed, which I said, but this is why I've got another chance to go again, and I think it says something an awful lot about the owners, and they've thought that the job that I did do with my staff was good enough to give me another opportunity, and this time I'm going to make it. But there's no choice, that they would always be wanting to renew in the future. Well, I'd say that what Andy's getting here with me is a very experienced Premier League manager. Arguably, there's only 2 or 3 who've got more experience, games in the Premier League. I think I've probably get the biggest win rate out of a certain amount of managers as well. So I think if you're putting it that way, that's what I do. I win, and I'm coming here to West Ham initially to try and get us wins and away from the wrong end of the table. But my bigger picture is to have a strong team, a really good footballing team, attacking team, and all those things I have to bring to the table, and I hope to do so.
Well, of course, against City will be a fantastic test for us to see where we are, in the sense that it's a really strong team, but we have confidence. We have confidence to do our best, to do a fantastic game. I think that the moment is good for us. It is good to have this kind of test, above all, also against Liverpool. So we have to be happy to try to compete with maybe the top, for surely the top team in England and also in Europe. We have to be happy to try to be competitive. I have a really good relationship and a lot of respect of his job, because he's at a certain point he's a genius, no? Because he's tried to do something. He's always tried to do something special on the pitch.
Everton is Everton, one of the biggest and traditional and historical teams in England. With incredible quality, these players. They struggle a little bit this season for the points, but the quality is there, and with a new manager with incredible experience, a manager like Carlo, and with his incredible capacity, he's just one of the smartest guys. Always is able, it doesn't matter the team he take, to make them works. So good results in the last 2 games, so a difficult test for us.
Carlo Ancelotti has said that he thinks you're a genius in some of the things you've tried to do here. What's your response to that?
I'm not. I'm not.
How well do you know him, Pep?
But quite well. So we play a few times against, not much. Always his teams always beat our teams. But I was with him. I was honored to be with him several times, dinner and talk, and in UEFA meetings and private dinners. And he's an incredible gentleman, and he conducts one of the greatest and more experienced teams in Europe. The list is huge, and when that's happened, it's because you are an incredible manager. So I think it's incredible news for English football. He's back, and he can make an incredible job there in Everton.
Do you think he'll be a success at Everton?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
The last 2 games we're never going to take away what this group are doing at the moment, and then, like I said to them, we start the new year today, really, in terms of the second part of the season, and I think 2020 can be a really exciting time for us. So got a big month, of games and semi-finals. and of course our objective is to get to Wembley. So, but our focus really, above everything, is our next game, and now we need to recover the players. And like you say, it's a really exciting time for the club.
Yeah, I think we bring it in because we want correct decisions, and we want everything to be consistent, and we want everything to be right. But I think football's a game of mistakes. It's played by human beings, and they're going to get them wrong. And if you accept that, then I'm not so sure there's a real need for technology. But in the culture of wanting to blame somebody, because before it was about blaming a referee or a linesman for losing, and now we're blaming VAR. It's the same. They're going to get things wrong. There are going to be things that you're not going to like as soon as you bring in an objective measure of offside or not. Now all of a sudden, if you're a millimetre off, you're offside. But everybody knows in football that it's a goal, really. The next thing we're going to do is probably get rid of the referees, get rid of the linesmen, because we want everything so correct. I don't understand why we want that. But if we want everything so correct, then in the end just do away with linesmen, referees, put drones up, use computers, artificial intelligence, and I'm sure we'll get all the decisions correct. But I don't think anybody will really like football anymore. I think football at times is really unfair, but that's what's so good about it. It's like life. Sometimes you get on the wrong end of a decision, and you have to get on with it. And I think if we take that away from the game, then it's we are changing the game.
We play so well, we create so much, and in the beginning we were conceding also lots of goals on corners. We stopped that. We conceded the other day against Brighton on a lateral free kick. But there are things in football that is very difficult to control. And when I am small and you are taller than me 15 centimeters, there are things in football that are impossible. The only solution is when you select players and you make squads and teams, you select a majority of tall players to cope with the physicality of top football, either in the Premier League or in the European competitions. But we have to improve. We concede too many goals, and it's very frustrating. If I was one of my attacking players, I would be very, very frustrated that behind we are not able to stop it. So it's frustrating, but it's also a great feeling to know that the team never gives up. It's also a great feeling that even in the most difficult circumstances, we go and we go and we go and we go and we go. So I want to praise that fantastic spirit.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.